Good evening, Hampton Roads. Michael Davenport here for Chuck Worley. Worley's Home Services bringing you the 757 House Whisperer Show. We're here tonight to help you through any issue you may have with your house, question you may have, issue that you might want an answer for. Worley's Home Services does heating, AC, plumbing, electrical, spray foam, installation, crawl space, encapsulation. My name again is Michael Davenport. I'm with CVP Windows and Doors, also known as Custom Vinyl Products. We're the only window and door guy that we make our own windows right there in Newport News and service the Hampton Roads market. We service up in Northern Neck, down in Elizabeth City, and most currently we are in the Richmond area. And along with the show with me tonight is going to be Alvin. He's going to bring it in for him.
Hey everybody, how's everybody doing? We're really happy to be here and looking forward to getting some calls in here that we can talk to you and maybe help you out with some things. As Chuck always says, houses talk to us. So if you've got some kind of thing going on in your house, let us see if we can't help you. See if you can stump the experts here. Give us a shout. My name is Albin. I'm with Albin Co. We specialize in general contracting. We'll do renovations, additions. We'll do new home construction, remodels, kitchens, baths, and that kind of stuff. And Cindy with Alpha Pest Solutions was supposed to be here today. I'm sure she's listening in. She is sick today. Cindy, get well. I think it's going around, guys. It's hitting everybody out there. We got it going through the family. I've seen people dropping like flies, even on my team. And I guess it's just the weather, the way that, it's getting cold and hot again, probably hitting us hard. So, Justin?
Yeah, Alvin, Mike, always a pleasure to be here with you. I'm Justin with Pyramid Roofing and Gutters. I do want to say we are still doing repairs. One of the last companies out there still offering that. I'm going to introduce Jack Keller with Legacy Painting. He's our young guy on the crew. He's your man if you need anything painted, interior, exterior, and staining. So, yeah, just give us a call, and if you have any questions, let's see who can help out today.
Yeah, give us a call, 757-627-7979. Again, that is 757-627-7979. And stepping back to about Jack, I have had two customers that I've done work for that were looking for someone to do some painting for them. And Jack stepped up, talked to both people. He's finished one job, and he's in the middle of doing another one. Cool. And both of them were extremely happy with him. My buddy Kurt Lowry up in Williamsburg got one window from me, and Kurt said, the guy stepped up and did a great job. And that you always like to hear that when you recommend somebody. And so now that I got two under my belt, I don't feel bad about recommending him anymore. Because I didn't know him that well before, but I know now that he does a nice job. He's got, I think, 5 people now working for him. And he trains the painters. They're all painters. He's got the new guy that just came on, learning the ropes. They haven't cut him loose yet on any jobs by himself because he's still learning. But Jack is a great instructor and getting things done. So y'all give us a call tonight. We are interested in helping you out. And
we have gift cards for them too, right?
Yeah, we got gift cards if you call in. And sometimes we do coffee and sometimes we do Wawa. You can get coffee and everything else at Wawa. They got everything.
So just calling in, you can get a gift card, but we also usually have some type of question to maybe see if you can answer it. And we've kind of got one that we've been kicking around in here, so I'm going to throw it out there. I want to see if somebody can call in and finish this statement. Okay? It's been around for a while. Call in and finish this statement. And here's the statement. Measure once, cut. And I'm not going to finish it out, but let's see if you can finish that out. Measure once, cut. Call in, see if you can finish that question out for us. You'll get a gift card.
Give us some thought. I know somebody out there has got an answer for it.
You have to.
It's been around a long time. We'll just see what comes out and see if you guys are on your toes tonight. So we'll find out. Chuck, I guess he's out gallivanting around. I think he's going into Virginia Beach or something, doing something fun. Chuck, hey, hope it's going well for you. Hopefully we'll make you proud tonight. But yeah, so you guys have any interesting things happen to you this week?
Yeah, I'd like to do a public service announcement.
Okay.
They ran across a situation. A poor customer got taken advantage of by a contractor. Whenever you do work with somebody, be sure you know what your rights are. He wanted to rescind his contract, and in Virginia, by law, you have a
The homeowner wanted to.
Right, the homeowner wanted to get out of the contract because he's had second thoughts, and he wanted to use a 3-day right of rescission to do that. And this contractor told him that you count Saturday as one of those days. And I'm not a lawyer, but I did consult my lawyer, who's a smart guy, and he's been practicing law quite a long time. And he said, and he's stating chapter and verse for me about what it's all about. And that guy was taken advantage of. And so you always beware of who you're dealing with. Look on, and a good place to look is look on Facebook. See what kind of rating they got. See what they do. Because I can tell you the people sitting here with me are extremely knowledgeable. They have lots of experience, and they're not the guys that take advantage of you. And you want to be sure that when you do work with someone, that's the kind of person you want to do work with. And we were talking earlier, Justin and I were, before Alvin got here, about, you know, if somebody signs a contract with CVP Windows and Doors, and it's 4-5 days later, and we have not done anything, you have a situation, we're not going to hold your feet to the fire.
No, it's the right thing to do, Mike.
It is. We're community guys. And I think all these guys are, Alvin is from Smithfield. Justin is over in the Churchland area. His business that he works for, Pyramid, is in Williamsburg, the shop up in Hampton. Y'all got anything on the south side yet?
Yep. We do have an office on the south side over there off kind of close to Ingleside.
Okay.
So, yeah, we're all here. But like you just said, Mike, you know, please do as much research as you can on these contractors. We're not going to name names. That's not the right way to do business. But Google reviews, Yelp, everywhere, please do as much research as you can. I've actually been running across a mess of cheap repairs here lately, which, you know, I understand there's a situation for everything, but doing the work the right way, or at least offering other solutions, it's the right thing to do.
Exactly. And you know, it doesn't, it doesn't take a lot more effort to do the job the right way versus an intermediate or a wrong way. And that's what, and for instance, when we're putting windows in, when we're doing you can do windows a couple of ways. You can do just knock out the sashes and put a window inside the existing frame, or you can take out the whole frame. When we do that, that is a new, you got vinyl siding, we do what's called a new window install method. And we get a chance to inspect the framing around that window opening to see if you've had any seepage type leaks. And I know, Alvin, you've probably run across some of that stuff before. What kind of problem can that seepage cause you?
Lots of damage.
Yeah.
It definitely can. And it's definitely not a laughing matter. We did a job for a gentleman in Newport News not long ago, and we took a window out that was in the kitchen. It was up in the Denby area. The roof, double cutting the roof, had a draining right down the wall. It wasn't flashed out to where the flashing kicked out, so it ran outside the shingles. It ran right down behind the J channel, back down the wall, and the whole wall where that window in that kitchen was gone.
Yeah, we've got a similar situation on a project that I think the lady was a caller from the show, and we're working with her right now. And you know, no kick out. Water's just coming in. I believe there's no kick out. Actually, been on 2 projects lately where I haven't seen kick outs, and those play an instrumental role in a roof's life.
100%.
Yeah.
No, we see it a lot. That was so for don't quote me if I'm wrong, but I think new building codes require it, but back in the early 2000s, it wasn't really
no,
there.
I don't think it was. Yeah, I don't know exactly when it came into play, but it was a smart move.
No, you need it because water. If you don't have that kick-out flashing in there, water's just going to run behind your hardy plank or your vinyl siding or whatever you got, stucco, EIFS, all of it.
So for the listeners out there, Justin, you'd be the best to maybe explain it. What is a kick-out flashing?
So,
what's going on there? Maybe try to make a word picture here.
Oh, Lord, you're going to leave it up to me. So, yeah, what that is basically at the bottom of any wall transition where the very bottom shingle either meets a gutter line, there should be a piece of step flashing that actually exits on the front side of the siding. And what that does is when the water's running down the step flashing against the wall, you don't want that water to run back behind the siding. You want it to come out into the front side of the siding, into the gutter. When it does run behind the siding, it actually, like Mike was saying, and Alvin too, it wreaks havoc on everything, all the framing behind it. If it gets into the plates, it just gets bad fast.
So, guys, we're getting some callers stacking up here. We got a guy named John Suff here that wants to answer the trivia question.
He's from
John,
Suffolk.
Oh, I'm sorry. Your name's not John Suff, but John from Suffolk. How you doing, man?
I'm doing fine. How y'all doing?
I'm doing great.
We're having fun tonight, buddy.
Yes, sir. What that trivia question may be a little tricky. So, what you got?
Measure twice, cut once. Advice I wish I'd taken many times.
So you knew what I was trying to do there with the little
misdirection play.
Little misdirection. I don't know how many times even homeowners probably have done it. I mean, I know I've done it over and over again, even as a seasoned builder. Is we kind of get that backwards. We might cut once and then, oh no, we got to measure, or should I say measure once and cut twice. And it's like, gosh darn it. So John, tell us a little bit about you. You got a new house, old house? Are you renting? Are you building?
No, I have an old house that was built in 1926, the main portion of it.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Mike, you build that?
Yeah. They're being a smart aleck, John. Smart aleck.
So how's it holding up? 1926 is. I'm sure you've had a few repairs on that, unless you took possession of it recently.
No. I've had it since 1996. It's holding up really well. It's a true brick home, so it's really, really solid.
Any of those colors that are trending back this way that are still in there from those dates?
No, I'm not sure medicine green is ever going to come back.
I was going to ask, is it pink or green?
Medicine green.
Yeah.
So you still got the medicine green tile in there?
No. It was medicine green paint virtually all over the house, all over the woodwork, and the only place I've got it left is the basement.
Oh, okay.
That's probably a good place for it.
Yeah, you already redo all the bathrooms already?
Yes, I have.
What about your windows?
Redid all the windows, and it was the best decision I ever made.
About when did you do that?
It was back when they were doing the tax credit, the $1,500 tax credit.
2011, probably.
Did you have single pane windows in there originally?
I did. I had single panes with storms.
Wow. So, yeah, that's quite – you must have seen a tremendous difference in that when you went that direction. So, would you say that was one of the better decisions you made in the remodeling of your house over the years?
Oh, absolutely. And the other thing that amazed me was how quiet it made the house.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I would imagine. Yeah, So, what's your next big project going to be?
Don't have one in the works just yet because we just recently – did a new roof and did another major upgrade to another room, so I think I'm done for a couple of years.
Okay.
At least I hope.
Well, best of luck to you, and thanks for calling in, and be sure to leave your information. You'll get a gift card. So thanks for answering that trivia question. So we got another caller. John, I believe that's Kill Devil Hills.
Kill Devil Hills.
Yeah. Hey, John. How you doing?
Yes, sir, fellas. I'm doing great. I hope you are, too.
Yes, sir, we are. Yeah, we're loving this weather. How about you?
Oh, loving it. Yeah, it was beautiful down here today. Perfect temperature, sunshine. Couldn't ask for anything better.
Good deal. So did you get tripped up with the way I asked that question?
No, I have even a better answer.
Okay, let's hear it.
and this is a joke because the other John got it right.
Yeah.
We always said as a joke, I cut it twice and it's still too short.
Love it.
Couldn't add anything to it, cutting it that second time.
Yeah, send the new assistant to the work shed for the board stretcher.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
And,
nice.
I think the funniest thing is when you stretch the board too long, it gets a little flimsy. And so you got to use wood thickener on it, and that tightens the fibers up in the wood so they get stiffer, and you get a longer span out of it. And
You're really showing your wisdom here.
I was about to say, Mike, come on.
Kind of like a board or a conduit stretcher. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So mine's been hung up a while. I haven't really used my board stretcher in a while. That just kind of means that I'm really good at cutting, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe you left it near the rebar wrench.
Yeah.
So we haven't had any new guys lately that we've played that trick on. But
So you're coming from Kill Devil Hills there, John. What do you do down there?
I'm in the water wastewater business, and I'm a licensed electrician.
Cool.
Very
Right
good.
on.
Very good.
All important things for society today.
Seems like
really
things are
is.
hopping down there. You wiring new houses, or are you more or less just doing repair work?
No, I just do repair, service calls, stuff I can do by myself. I've had no help in 10 years, so I do I take on what I can to keep everybody happy because I don't want to upset anybody. So I'm just honest with them. I can only do so much as a one-man show. So
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
I
nothing
actually
like
used to use my 10 and 13-year-old daughters to help me do, make sure nobody ran over my wire, kind of wire control. I taught my kids how to, talk through the conduit. I said, just help me out.
Did you teach him how to hold that bloody flashlight still?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's funny. So nothing like having happy customers, when you're done with the job and they're happy. It's so satisfying. So, well, best of luck to you down there in Kill Devil Hills, and thanks for calling in. Be sure to leave your information. We'll get you a gift card.
Appreciate your
cool.
call, buddy.
I still have a question.
Oh,
for you.
sure.
Yeah.
Wait, tell us what you got.
I have a house that was built in 1982. I bought it in 1988, but it has corner windows in it.
Oh, wow. Corner windows,
that's
huh?
weird.
Wow.
Yeah, and I'm in the hurricane area.
Yeah.
So, and I'm afraid to even touch the place unless I do it like one window at a time.
Let me ask you, is the glass actually take a turn, or is there a mullion in the middle right there, or what?
Yeah, if you're talking about that foggy stuff in the between the panes.
That's seal failure. Seal failure is common between the glass.
No, I was just curious if the glass actually has a 90-degree turn in it, or
two pieces
of glass
butted
meeting
together.
in the middle. Okay.
Yeah, is two separate windows just butting in the corner, right, John?
Yeah.
Yeah. And what they do is they take a beams up top of it carrying the load. But when you change those, you might want to make a change to that. You couldn't even do that today without a lot of engineering because of brace wall panels that need to be in the corners and what have you.
Well, I mean, it would be hard to get rid of a window that you probably got a great view out there. So, but maybe you could either choose to get rid of a window or shrink both of them together slightly. Maybe there's something you could do there. But yeah, down there you probably want to think a different route and see if you can't come up with something. But I'm sure that Michael probably can get up with you.
Mike's probably the man. on that one.
How big of windows are they, John?
I want to say they're about 4x4. And
Okay.
I actually
Nice
thought about
size.
having
Yeah,
a
that's
glass
good size.
company come out and replace the glass in the frame.
Yeah, if I were you and I was replacing the windows, I would put probably a 4x4 in the corner, and then I'd have two separate windows going into the 4x4, and we could custom make something. Wouldn't be a big deal for you. We do a lot of work in the Outer Banks, and we can custom make everything because that's what we do. We're a one-stop shop. We make the windows to size. And that way it fits the opening you have, not the opening we want you to have, which is what a lot of guys do.
Right. And like I said, I don't know what once I start, I don't know what I'm getting into. And then get the building inspectors, they might maybe make me move a window in and make me another window in because they don't like corner windows down here.
Yeah, I know they don't.
It's
And-
not the best place for a window.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
anybody that's a structural engineer or somebody that's framed for a long time, it's not a good place. You want to have some shear in those corners, and it's usually plywood or X bracing or some other sort of reinforcement at the corners. But well, again, Michael will call you and get you squared away with
We'll
some
talk about
information on that. So, hey, we got a call from. Thanks for calling in, John. We got a call from Brian. He's
Virginia
in
Beach.
Virginia Beach. Brian.
Hey there.
Hey, Brian. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good.
Good. Very good.
Enjoying this weather.
Yes, sir.
Sounds
It's
like you're at
super
the
nice.
ocean.
I think I hear some waves in the
no.
background. I'm spoiled. I mean, I'm jealous.
No, I'm up near the hilltop area, Great Neck area,
Okay.
over that area.
All right. I guess I won't be jealous then.
Great Neck's still pretty nice.
That's still
though.
nice.
It's
Yeah, that
still
is a nice
nice over
area.
there.
So,
I don't know. I'm near Regency.
so did you get tripped up with my question, or were you laughing when you first heard it?
I was laughing. I was laughing. Maybe twice, not once.
Yeah.
Since I did call, I figured I'd lay a question on you, if and I'm sure you guys, somebody has an answer to it. I have a house, a friend of mine, that he's got a front door patio, and this is over in the Allington area. You know where that is. But he's got a front patio it doesn't have an overhang in the front. where the
once you
front
get
door
this
is.
question out, we're gonna put you on hold and we're gonna go to break. So go ahead.
Okay, there's stuff they put in between the patio and the house itself. It was an old type, it's a filler type thing. I'm not sure what it's called, but it's disintegrated and falling apart, and it's allowing water to go down in it and leaking into it's got a step down front living room, and mold's coming through the front, the drywall.
Okay.
and-
Well, we definitely
give
have
us
some
a second.
suggestions for you that.
Yeah.
When we get back from break, we're going to answer that question.
Yeah,
So we'll
we're gonna
talk
go
to
to
you
break
in a
real
minute.
quick.
And again, this is the 757 House Whisperer Show. Give us a call. We'll talk to you at the end of the break.
Hello, Hampton Roads. Here we are. We're back to 757 House Whisperer Show. We're going to move over to Brian and finish up his question he was having a few minutes ago. Brian, go ahead, buddy.
Alrighty. So I've got my buddy's patio on the front of his house, right up at the front door. He had built about 10, 15 years ago, and it butts up to the front of the house. And it's there's a space in between the patio and the brick
It's like
veneer
a cardboard kind of
itself,
substance.
right.
Yeah.
And it's all gone. It's all wasted. So I noticed cracking my buddy noticed cracking on the inside of the house. When you walk in the front door, there's a step down. So it's about 8 inches down, something like that. And what I believe is happening is water's getting in that void area and sitting in there, and then kind of migrating on in. That's the best I can think of.
Well, there's two things that could be going on with that. So one is if the water gets in there and it freezes, it's gonna expand and it's gonna push against the slab and it's gonna push against the house, and I'm pretty sure the slab's gonna win.
Yep.
So and then of course the other thing that you got going on is here in the tide water area, as Chuck always says, it's in the name tide water, is we have what is called shrink swell soil. So believe it or not, soil with water in it is bigger than when it's dry. So you get soil that takes on water, it heaves. So again, the soil is going to heave against the outside of the foundation, and again, the slab's going to win. So we always say water is our enemy. We got to figure out how to keep it from getting into the house, and so I think Michael's going to talk about how you can maybe tame the water in this situation.
One thing that you might be able to do and help your friend with is you clean that crack, that little gap between the slab and the foundation out, and then use a product called a Baccarod. And that's it's like styrofoam kind of,
The best
And
thing to explain with that is just like a big pool noodle. It's like a pool noodle, but
yeah.
on a lot smaller
That's
scale.
Right. Well, and they come in different thicknesses. You put that down in there, and then you can get some self-leveling type silicone and put that in there, because what you want to do is you want to keep the water out of that crack, right? You don't want water laying against the foundation, because like Alvin said, if in fact the heaving has occurred or the expansion of frozen water in there pushes between the slab and the foundation, it cause a minor crack. Water gets in there, like Alvin was saying, it's going to find that minor crack, and it's going to find its way into your house.
And that step down's now become a swimming pool.
Exactly. So if I would try that first. The alternate to that is removing the slab, cutting it back at least, digging it out along there, and seeing what your problem is.
So in the big box stores, if you go into the concrete department, you'll see they have sealants there. Sika brand, there's a couple others there. You don't necessarily have to go to the paint aisle. I'm pretty sure they set these up right in the concrete aisle.
They do.
So you go down there. The backer rod is a little bit harder to find, but it's just basically a dark foam. Again, it's very much like a poo noodle without the hole in the middle of it.
It's in the
and
weather
you can get it.
sides.
You can get it specifically sized for the condition you're working with. So you got a 1/2 inch gap. You're gonna get one slightly bigger than a 1/2 inch.
5/8.
If you got a 1 inch gap, you can get one to fit there. So anything, you just kind of have to size the backer rod for what you're trying to take care of, and then you want some type of self-leveling sealant that'll fill that gap. And that's going to be the direction you want to go. And I would say maybe watch a couple YouTubes on that. I'm sure you'll be right on your way. So
Exactly.
After you get past the how to play baccarat.
that's right.
George
Yeah.
Orwell.
Yeah. Thanks
So-
a lot for calling in,
Yeah,
man.
thanks, Brian. So we have another question. We
Thank
had
you.
we had this one question that was answered, and it was, I said measure once, cut twice. But
Yeah.
another guy called in. I liked what he said. What did he say? He said.
He said he cut twice and it was still short.
Yeah,
Something
yeah,
like
cut
that.
it twice and it's still too short. I thought that was kind of funny. But we got another one here for you. All the guys in here talking about it, and we've got a couple other onlookers that are kind of laughing at us. But we're trying to get to the bottom of this hole. Maybe we can solve the universe tonight. We need some professionals here. We need some answers on mansplaining. So we wanted to see if there's any professionals out there, professional mansplainers, that could tell us what mansplaining is in their own words.
In your own words.
We just don't. It would be nice for this to be like.
Why don't we have a woman call up and say?
Yeah, I was going to say,
would be
I'd like to
great.
have a woman call, because a woman at work, she does.
Well, but I guess
art.
they might have the actual definition. A man's probably not going to have the right one. That'll be fun.
If we're good at mansplaining, wouldn't it be men that would know what mansplaining
well,
is?
what I want to do is that I don't want you to look it up on the internet, because it's actually a definition. I want your own definition.
Well, there could be some women out there that are suffering from mansplaining.
Yeah,
abuse,
well,
so.
the girl in the office, Amber, she was trying to tell me something one day, and somehow the heat got turned up. She does not like the heat. And she came in there, and I was getting ready to explain to her about the thermostat, and somebody turned the heat on, and she said, "Don't be mansplaining me," and I just started laughing. I'm a little bit older than these guys in this room, and I just thought she was just throwing something out at me, I was laughing. So anybody out there.
She was serious.
She was, oh yeah,
wasn't
she was
laughing.
very serious. Oh yeah. You don't touch that thermostat.
We'll see if we can get to the bottom of that.
We negotiated a truce, but so mansplaining.
Yeah, we'll give you a gift card if you can
Yeah,
solve
oh,
that
yeah.
over
Come on,
there.
call
call
with
us in.
mansplaining.
We got another one for you too.
Well, with one exemption on that. If you call up and your answer begins with "I learned in college," I'm immediately hanging up on you.
Yeah.
yeah.
Not
And
going to happen.
if we see the conversation going like it sounds to us that it's actually mansplaining going on when you call, we might have some issues
Might get offended.
there too. So.
Might get offended.
But anyways, we have one other one that kind of goes in line with the whole measure once, cut twice, or what the really is. I'm gonna mess everybody up. It's measure twice, cut once. But in this case, we're just gonna leave this one kind of open ended. See if somebody can finish this out for us. Righty tighty. 2 more words come after that. Righty tighty.
Tell us what the rest of it is.
This will get interesting.
Yeah, let's see what happens there. So we're waiting for some callers who call in and talk to us. We'd be glad to hear.
And there's only one thing that does not follow the righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. Oh, damn.
Well, okay, so
Come on, Mike.
I hope you didn't hear that. If you can
did.
It just comes out. It's so easy.
It
It's like
is.
just rolls off the top of your tongue.
But it does not apply to one thing.
Yeah, so he's trying to like mouth something.
just said the answer.
Anyway, he's already said the answer, but maybe somehow the radio got messed up right there. So, but
I'll just whisper it just to you, Albin.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm whispering.
that's too funny.
We're having way too
So,
much fun tonight.
But yeah, so we're
Yeah, 757housewhisperer.com. You can actually go online and check out past shows. So if you're enjoying tonight's show, enjoy last Wednesday's show, or just enjoy next Wednesday's show. And if you don't have the DeLorean to bring you to the future, then tune in next Wednesday from 6 to 7, same time, same place.
Yeah, and we also got another number. This is the House Whisperers number at 757-955-9415. That's 955-9415. That allows you to call in anytime, call or text throughout the day. Maybe somehow you come up with a question. You're just like, darn it, I always forget. The show's on and I never seem to get on. But you've got a fail-safe way to get to us. You can just call that number, dial it. We'll get in touch with you. One of the professionals here will reach out to you and help you with whatever your needs are. But
one of the things that I do want to mention, and we'll do this again, the 757 House Whisperer Show is brought to you by Worley's Home Services. They're home-based in York County, servicing all of the peninsula up into Williamsburg and Norfolk, everywhere. They travel. They do plumbing, heating, electrical, HVAC. They do spray foam insulation. They do crawl space encapsulation. And Chuck Worley and his son running a great business there.
Yes, you see the van?
Trust the brand.
You trust the
you
brand.
see the brand. You've seen it. Believe me, I know you've seen it.
Like
they're green and orange and with some white.
Yeah, so when the van when the market was short on vans, we know where they went.
Oh yeah, they all went there.
Chuck bought them all.
And they're all colored like an Irish flag.
My name is Michael Davenport, CVP Windows and Doors. We service now into Richmond market. We service all of Hampton Roads up in the Northern Neck, down in Elizabeth City. We do custom fitted windows and we do exterior doors. We'll do it to fit. We only use our guys, and we are the only window manufacturer in Hampton Roads. As a matter of fact, I think up into Richmond, the guy in Richmond closed down.
He had a pretty interesting door that was supplied to one of my customers recently, and it was a pretty nice look to it.
It is really cool. That's going to really knock that house out. Albin is remodeling Chuck and Julie's old farmhouse. It's like 70 years or something.
Yeah, it was 1935, I think.
He took that thing down to the studs. He's redone everything. It's turning out really fabulous.
Yeah.
And it's on 5 acres of land in the middle of subdivision life. And they got chickens and a horse and all kinds of stuff. It's really a cool spread.
Yeah, it's exciting to see the transformation of this house and see Chuck and Julie get excited about it and just, envisioning themselves being in the house and when it's finished and all that. So we're moving right through a lot of the different phases right now. So I'm Albin. I'm with Albin Co. We are general contractors that specialize in remodels, kitchens, baths. We do new construction, and we also do, this one that we're doing with Chuck. It's just a total gut and remodel.
Special.
A lot of structural work that we had to do in there, moving some walls around, putting some beams in and stuff like that. And Cindy, I hope you're getting well at home. Cindy with Alpha Pest Solutions. She's not with us today because she is sick.
She caught the bug.
Yeah, she caught the bug. She might have caught a few bugs. Who knows? But so she's the only woman in the Hampton Roads area that has a license to kill.
I knew a lady who swallowed a spider.
Mm-hmm. So I don't know how to finish that out.
And
so.
I won't do the rest.
Yeah. So, but anyways, get well, Cindy, and Justin.
Yeah, but I'm Justin Murphy with Pyramid Roofing and Gutters. Our service area is up into Richmond, all of Williamsburg, down into the south side. We do go out west, out to the Carsville area, and we will cross into the North Carolina line on occasion. But if you just want open, honest, and transparent solutions to your questions, just give us a holler.
Awesome. So what about Jack?
Yeah, I'm about to leave Jack out here. So Jack Keller, he's with Legacy Painting. He's the young guy on the crew. Any of your painting needs, interior, exterior, give him a holler. He's going to be straight with you either way.
And I'd like to mention one other thing here. All of us are here. Justin brings his wife with him because she has supervising.
Make sure I don't get out of control.
But my wife Vicki lets me come here to do this show. I enjoy it. We have a good time. We're trying to help some people here. And remember, whenever you call, you're not only answering a question that you want an answer to, but there's a lot of people that would love to have an answer to something like that without having to call themselves. We're going to take a quick break here and have a little bit of advertising going on. Y'all come on back and call us in, 757-627-7979, The House Whisperer Show.
Hey everybody, it's the 757 House Whisperer Show. We're back from a break and we are here ready to take your call. If you have a question, you have maybe an interesting thing that happened to you with your house, or maybe somehow we answered some questions for you in the past and you can call back in and tell us how that went for you as we provided some advice. We'd love to hear some feedback on that. Maybe you guys are listening and say, yeah, I did actually take some advice and it actually worked out, and we'd like to see how that played out. So if you think about it, you can go to 757 House Whisperer in YouTube, or you can actually call in at 757-955-9415. Anytime, text or call, or you can call the show right now at 757-627-7979. We are ready to take your question and give you a gift card for calling in. For those of you that may have not heard, we were trying to get a complete phrase here. We accidentally said the phrase, so for those of you that already know the answer, don't bother calling in. But you can call in if you got a question about a house or something. But if you can finish this question out here or phrase, righty-tighty, followed by two more words, righty-tighty, and then of course we're still waiting for somebody to call in and give us their expert breakdown of what mansplaining is. We were trying to figure out maybe somebody is mathematically or scientifically figured out the perfect formula for how much is too much mansplaining. So, so we'd like to hear you guys call in. We had a guy call in, John. No, it was Brian. He called in. He was talking about something with his slab, and we were talking about the heaving of the soil and freezing of the soil and how damaging that is. And it's a really good time for him to call in about that, because we are coming into a season where we're going to probably get through this, where we've had this tremendously nice weather, but it's probably going to come to an end here. It doesn't last. It's not going to last. And those driveways are going to get pounded, and we're going to get really wet soil, and we're going to have some freezing probably. And so this is a good time for him to be calling in and talking about that, because we really need to be thinking about this is the season to kind of go out there and look and make sure that you've done your work on your slabs. A lot of slabs most of the guys out there are trying to keep them, under 12 foot by 12 foot. So you got all these control joints in there where you're trying to make sure that the slabs won't crack, or should I say you're trying to do controlled damage, because really a slab is going to crack.
It's going to crack.
We just want to make sure that you guys take care of that, dig them out and put some new sealant in there or whatever.
Well, but it's also getting close to time to start closing the crawl space vents.
Yes.
If you're not encapsulated,
yeah.
You are supposed to close those during the wintertime, correct?
Well, it's probably a lot of back and forth on that.
Yeah.
So about when you should close them, and You know, you get all kinds of different conversations.
Well, some
about
people don't
whether-
even know that they open and close.
Yeah, there is. So you should look into that and come to the conclusion of which direction you want to go on that. But a lot of people say keep them closed all the time, and it's just this really weird thing going on with that. But I mean, really, the best way to do it is getting, crawl space encapsulation. That's
close it
really the
all
way.
off.
Right.
Dehumidifier. No, and Chuck has said it. You know, you don't always need it if you got sandy soil. His house is really sandy, for any reason, you might just encapsulate it just to keep rodents out and critters out and all that stuff like that. But Chuck can take care of you on that if you need to actually get a crawl space encapsulation done. But yeah, there is a lot of debate on whether you should open.
Had mine done 4 years ago. It's been great. You can go in, they put lights all in it, so you can turn on one switch, and the lights up the whole crawl space. And make sure you have somebody that knows professionally how to do it. You got to leave a strip around the top of your foundation so they can inspect for termites to be sure they're not building any little tunnels up into your house. But it does make the crawl space really pleasant. They use a nice thick material, poly-type material, and it just really works out great. There's no moisture. Yeah, I mean, you don't even worry about crawling in there. Most people hate their crawl space, but you can crawl in there and hang out if you want to. It's nice, cool in the summertime.
Is that what you do? You hang out in your crawl
I do.
space?
As a matter
You
of
want to
fact,
go in there and get away from the old lady?
Well, I don't have an old lady. I got a beautiful wife. Hey, don't be talking that stuff about your wife. No, but I go in there to get away from things. Yeah,
Right on.
I hang out.
Yeah. Well, it's also a season for hunting. All those hunters out there getting ready to be in the woods with their black powders. So that's going to be pretty exciting, you know. Tis the season. So, yeah.
Well, the same with all those other critters getting into the house and tearing up the duct system and the insulation, and all the more reason to call Cindy if you got those rat and mice problems. I know I've already seen them. The country mice are already getting into the house, and it's supposed to be 80 degrees tomorrow.
Yeah. They're just getting it ready for winter.
I guess
The one thing
making their trek towards the houses right now.
Oh yeah,
though.
yeah. Those cold winters, when it was going down to in the low 50s, high 40s, they're making plans.
Once the fields are harvested, it seems like it's just like an onslaught.
They're going to look for somewhere to go.
Yeah, for those that are in the country, anyways. So
it's the place to be. Remember the 757 House Whisperer show is on every Wednesday, 6 to 7, and we're here to help you answer questions about your house. We'd love to have feedback to what you think you can do if there's a problem. And we have a whole array. We cover everything from the roof down to the foundations, all the mechanical systems. We cover it all. And we're talking about guys that just didn't start in the industry. I've been building houses and owning a window business for a better part of my life, 51 years of building. Alvin's been in a long time. Justin's been over Pyramid Roofing.
This is my third day.
Yeah,
it's my third day here. We're doing pretty good.
You're just breaking in, huh?
Yeah, and Pyramid Roofing, don't forget when you see the yellow truck, right?
You're in luck.
Yeah, cool. Pyramid Roofing. We're getting ready to wind this show up today. Right. We got a minute left.
60 seconds.
60 seconds. That's a minute. I'll tell you the truth. This has been one of the most pleasant shows, Yeah,
we're having a good time.
We're having a good time. But we want you to call in with these questions because it is very important. I guess that's the music.
I guess that's her.
Winding her up.
Hey, guys, thanks for listening. We had a good time.
Yeah, Chuck raised 1,404 pounds of food at the farm party. That was great. Peninsula Food Bank loved it.
Thanks
Appreciate y'all.
That tried on that. So.
Thank you much.
That's right. See you all next Wednesday. Go vote.
Amen.
The preceding program was sponsored and paid for by Worley Home Services, who's entirely responsible for its content.